And welcome to the Allison and Marc Married in Media podcast. This audio is from our Facebook Live we did the weekend after Trump's inauguration. We talked about that and where the hell is Marc's ring? That's me. Here it is.
Tisha. How are y'all doing?
Andre.
How are you doing after this
Wanda.
weekend? How are you doing after Friday and the inauguration? I was working. I know y'all, a lot of y'all didn't turn your TVs on, and
Nope.
I understand.
Sure did.
If you didn't need to be involved and didn't want to watch,
Good luck, Candace. I don't know. New England's tough. I predicted Atlanta and Pittsburgh, but I don't know, baby.
Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Shout out to you, Alma Diaz.
Carla.
So that Friday was the inauguration.
Tyrone.
We were in studio.
Yeah,
for
you
the first time.
guys did. The girl is so funny. I came home and the baby thought that you were down there because of course she would take her somewhere. I said, "Your mama is what are you doing
on TV."
On
Ron,
TV.
I still love the Skins too. They're not in it, so now we got to choose because I don't like watching the game and not rooting for anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna be like rooting like.
Who's for Atlanta?
I'm gonna be rooting for who's doing the halftime show? Lady Gaga. Last year was so good, wasn't it?
Last year
Beyonce
was good,
and Bruno Mars and
Nora.
Coldplay.
Ron says he misses the Obamas already.
Well, no,
Ron,
so that's
it's been
what we're
4
talking
hours,
about.
man.
So what I said was, it's been a weekend, so it's time to exhale.
Yes.
Right. Wasn't that great though? That last. So I don't know how much you did watch or if you watched it all.
I did not watch it.
There's a whole. See, when I was down there live the last time and the time before that, you don't get to see it all play out on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this whole transfer. So the Obamas were there waiting to receive the incoming president at the White House, and then they basically escort them to a helicopter that's waiting, and then it takes them to, what is it, Langley? Is it Langley, folks? And then they go on. But it was just like, I mean, I feel like we've grown older and wiser with the Obamas.
Yes.
Seen their kids grow up, and it was like, okay, bye. And so, it was emotional. But, we made it through. And then yesterday was just that awesome show of solidarity for equal rights, the Women's March.
Yeah.
Equal rights.
Shout out to our baby. She was on it. We had stuff to do yesterday. We couldn't really get down there because we had, they have so many activities. But she was on it early on. I give her props.
Right.
And we tried to make it happen, then we kind of fell through. And then as we watched it on television, we were like, oh, man.
Yeah, we should have just
because it was definitely historic.
Off. Yeah. Hold on. Mom duty calls. Yes. What did baby say?
Honey, we're on TV right now.
Baby, we're not on TV.
We're on the TV. Hold on.
We're doing a mommy.
Thanks,
Stop,
Sandra.
don't stop.
Love you too.
Andrews, thank you. Andrews, joint base Andrews, right? These days. And so we saw the whole transition. And then the next day, so if you're feeling some kind of way and it's just like, okay, what is coming in? What are we in for with the new administration? It's been just a very divided campaign thing. Then it's been like, just the optics of it. So we're just so familiar. I think when you think President Obama, you think of his smile, you think of his relationship with Michelle, and what we have now is just very, very different. And so it's just like, okay. Like, when you have a substitute teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they're
for 4 years.
Yeah. So, anyway, good luck.
We're keeping it PC.
Yeah, we are.
Babe needs to keep her job.
Right.
And nobody, I could talk about it, but, urban radio is just
off the
us.
chain.
It's just us talking about it. Let me just say, DL usually does my afternoon show.
Randy want to give me a kiss on the cheek.
He understands. DL usually does my afternoon show. So DL, what he already said about the upcoming current president, then, pretty much opens us up to say anything. So.
Okay.
But we won't
and how is that, we won't do that here, but how is that received? It is just what it is?
Yeah, some people people agree.
Yeah. Okay, so then you saw the march yesterday, and
Andre was down there, met people.
Yeah. All right. Total peace. Not one arrest. yesterday, because we saw the protest for the inauguration, and some of it got out of hand because people want to make their opposition known. And I get that. Michelle. And but yeah, it was a peaceful thing. It was all over the globe. It was amazing.
We were talking in the car today with the girls. I was like, it's so interesting what women have to battle from a standpoint of the sexism. Mm-hmm. But women are, of course, it was well organized, laid out from city to city. That's what I mean. Women are amazing doing that kind of stuff, and it's just so crazy how there's this history that, there's history that women have been excluded from leadership positions a lot of times. When they lead all the time.
But globally, we've seen a lot of women in positions of power.
It's the old school America paradigm. I think that's what's shaking everything up right now.
Yeah.
America wants to hold on to its old ways. But, we talked about before. I look at it as I'm reinvigorated. I am all about serving. 2017 is service, service, service. That's what I want to do. Serve, serve, serve. So I contacted a friend of mine. She's at, she used to be a juvenile justice, but she's now in a school for troubled youth, whatever. I got my speaking program is going to start next month. I'm excited. So yeah, babe, I think it's now time for us to all step up and do something for the community, for those who need our assistance and need help. I think serve, serve, serve.
You got that?
Sly Fox said,
it's time for my upgrade on my ring.
Yes, you're right, Sly Fox.
You know what happened? Babe, for real, straight up, my ring is... Here, hold this. Let me show you what happened.
What happened to the ring?
Okay, what is this? What's everybody saying?
Yes, they built this. Yes.
So right here...
Oh, Lord, the ring is broken.
Yeah, it's broken.
Oh, Lord.
Don't let me take it off and walk around town.
No, don't take that ring off, but they'll snatch you up quick.
Just a joke. Okay, so anyway, but
time.
Yeah.
But you know what? We've been planning on doing this anyway.
We have been.
The one ring and the thing.
But that was Wisdom and I were talking about that.
So Sly is on it. Thanks, Sly.
Because we said that at 10 years we were going to upgrade the ring because when we got engaged, Yeah. I love my ring, but this is what we were doing.
And can I tell something about you about the ring?
Talk about it.
So here's the thing I love about my wife.
Okay.
It was all this.
Sean,
all this. So we go. We're in St. Louis, and we're engaged, and we go look for rings. Now, Allison is not. Let's thank Mom for that. Allison is not the kind of woman that's like, okay, I need the most expensive whatever, fill in the blank. She just isn't. We looked at different stores, we looked at different rings, and she picked out a couple rings that she really liked. And in fact, they weren't the most expensive rings. And I just thought that was so, that's so authentic and so cool because I think our marriage has kind of been like that. I hear people who date and they buy these bags, which I used to buy bags and jewelry and all this kind of stuff when they're dating. And I was like, we never rolled like that. We rolled very, just kind of very normal. We didn't have any, and I think buying expensive stuff wasn't a part of our courtship at all. And when we got married, I was making decent money. Then things we got whatever, but you never led with that. You know what I mean? And you're on TV every day, so I just thought it was interesting, babe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, it's cool. I think it's cool. It's not, I'm saying? A lot of times I think people spend money. Thank you. Tisha said it best. Modest. I could have said it. It's one word. But, it's just amazing. Humble. Yeah, just great. Great. And again, when when we were in a certain position and I would buy nice things and whatever, you always were just the same, babe.
I'm about to ask you a question.
Yes.
That's totally unscripted.
Okay.
Where's your ring?
What?
Where's your ring, Mark?
What do you mean, where's my ring?
Where's your ring?
Do you want to know where my ring is right now?
Yeah.
My ring is at a pawn shop in New York, I believe. If you must know.
What?
Yes, it's in a pawn shop in New York.
Interrupt this regularly scheduled program Babe.
Yes, it is. It is scheduled to come out the 24th of this month. Yes.
Okay, babe. That's like a couple of days.
Yes, I know. Yes, it's
Y'all,
not the
for
first
real.
time.
For
It's
real,
not the
though.
first time. Baby, no, it's
For
not
real.
the first time.
I know, babe, but we talked about you pawning other things. Like if you have to
Yes.
sell something.
Well, it's not an official pawn. It's a loan against your item, babe. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
now I'm sorry, y'all, that you have to be a part of that.
See what I'm talking about.
No, but the funny thing is, who is that? Ray.
What?
And then we got somebody on here who...
She is like, yo.
And there's somebody on here who is saying, I don't know if he's trying to be funny or not. He's like, because we were talking about the money piece, and he's like, y'all got money. And, okay.
Yeah, hey, we got money, but you know what's funny? That is the thing. Let me tell you something about money that is interesting. Because I think this is a life lesson. And, you know, the saying, the more you have, the more you spend or whatever. Mm-hmm. It is interesting how that works. You know, as far as, you know, I make a certain amount of money in New York. Not what I used to make, right? And we have a couple of extra expenses, my mother and different things are coming up. But it is interesting, the amount of money you make.
Yes, Gary. Now, do you want to rephrase y'all got money? He came on a couple of y'all got money. You know, we're doing all right. We're doing all right, but you see, I'm asking where the ring is.
I mean, it's all relative. It's very interesting.
Babe, shout out to you for being honest, because you guys, for real, that was like, Mark will pawn some stuff, but that's a beautiful ring that I bought you.
It's a beautiful ring. I love my ring. You know I love my ring.
What day is it supposed to come out?
The 24th.
Okay.
Yeah, I love my ring.
Next weekend, we're going to show the people that you got it again.
I love my ring, yeah.
And if you don't see Mark on this broadcast, you know.
No, and the funny part is, the ring, it is one of those things where my ring has caused other people to be like, yo, your wife really loves you. I'm like, she sure does.
Where's the watch?
What?
The watch that you usually wear it with.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm wearing a watch that you purchased for me, my Apple Watch. Yes. And my other watch is in my bag. It's got the thing is broken.
All right, let's get off that before I concentrate on it too much.
I know, baby's gonna ask me. Don't be asking me just live. We slow down, yo. I can't lie to you.
Whew. Hi, Tamara. Okay, so
let's see. Gloria said, "Thanks for that lesson. It's real easy. Couple go through hardship or find out." Oh yeah. Look, I say it says 2 days.
Right. 2 days.
Janelle said, "Oh my." He'll do it. Yes.
Yes. See how you got that little nervous look? Because we were talking about rings, so I wanted to show your ring, and I'm looking over, you're not wearing your ring. What do you think about men who don't wear their wedding ring?
I think that you should wear your ring. So not wearing my ring bothers me, because I definitely roll with my ring. If you're married, yes, and people are like, a ring doesn't. Yes,
some people aren't jewelry people.
Marriage is about, you know. It's so funny. It's so interesting because this happened. I was at a bar one time when I had pawned it before. Not pawned it, loaned it. And this young lady was one of those real intense people. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you don't have a ring on thing, whatever. And I was like, no. I said, no, I definitely believe. I definitely believe in wearing your rings.
I do. But what I hear from men sometimes is, I'm not a jewelry guy and I don't wear it. My thing is this: if it makes your wife happy to wear it, then what's the big deal? I mean, you can get used to wearing a ring.
No, like I said, I love my ring. And sadly, babe, you're right, because it is such a nice ring. When things get tight, it's always there. And I'm saying it's nice, so it's like, bling. Okay, good. I'll pay that bill.
Babe, please get the ring out.
Baby, don't get. But no, I'm definitely down with. I definitely say wear the ring. Yes.
Marriage is about commitment. It's not about the jewelry, but
no.
But that ring, it says something. That ring, when you have it on, and you're out as a man, and you're like, okay. I mean, you know what I mean?
You're taking.
Because it's like, okay, is it the material thing? That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You could have a string on your finger.
Yeah.
And okay.
She said, I feel you, Allison. When them bills come, Lord Jesus, boy. Whew.